choice architect is anyone who designs the environment in which you choose. So suppose you go into a restaurant. Somebody's written out the menu. Now, that person who writes the menu has lots of decisions to make. Even though the chef is telling him what food he wants to make, still the menu writer has choices. How should the items be arranged? In what order? Should the salads be separate from the appetizers? Should the hot appetizers be separate from the cold appetizers? What order to write the menus? What to call the dishes? It turns out all of those things influence what people choose. So we are all choice architects. I'm a teacher, I'm a choice architect. I arrange a syllabus for my course that influences what people read and what order they read, and I'm the choice architect for my class. I decide what order I'm going to talk about certain topics. I know how to say something in a certain provocative way that will get some student to stand up and complain, and I know that complaint will lead to a productive discussion. So we are all choice architects, and we can nudge through the choice architecture. Now here's the most important point. It's not possible to have neutral choice architecture any more than it's possible to have neutral architecture. We have a beautiful new building at the University of Chicago called the Harper Center. And it's beautiful to look at, but it also functions well. Now, the architect who designed it was given certain constraints. The building had to fit on a certain plot of land. It couldn't be more than 5 stories tall. It had to have so many offices and so many classrooms and so forth and so on. Within that, he had a free palette. Well, what kinds of decisions does he make? Where should the doors go? Where are the toilets? Why does that matter? Well, a couple times a day, you'll walk from your office to the toilet. You'll pass all the offices that are along the way. You'll interact with those people more often than the people who are located on the other side of the toilet. The faculty in our building are located in the 3rd, 4th, and 5th floors. He built open stairwells between those floors that are very inviting. I'm on the 4th floor. I can see the 5th floor and the 3rd floor when I walk by that open stairwell. It makes me feel like my colleagues on those floors are neighbors. In a way in which if those open stairwells weren't there, I wouldn't. People on another floor, that's far away. I never take the elevator to go to the 5th floor or the 3rd floor. The 2nd floor, there's no open stairwell. You have to go into one of those fire stairwells that are sort of claustrophobic and off-putting. I never go in those. I get in the elevator. So notice these are all tiny little decisions that the architect is making that influences the way we humans use that building. Well, he has to build some building. Why not build a building that works? Now, the same is true for any other architect, any other choice architect. We say, why not design the choice architecture that will improve the way people make decisions?